Now, over the last several months, we've taken a look at ShopEngine to build out various different parts of our online store. Primarily though, we've only touched the free version. Today and in the next video, we're going to take a look at what the Pro version brings to the table. So, before we go any further, let me just quickly say this is a sponsored video by the developers of ShopEngine. So I won't be giving you any opinions and simply demonstrate some of the key features, and then you can make an informed decision as to whether you want to invest your time, effort and money into this particular plugin. Okay, so with that being said, let's just take a look at some of the key features that the Pro version brings to the table. So jumping into the dashboard of WordPress, I've already gone ahead, installed ShopEngine and ShopEngine Pro. I've jumped into the module section so I can just show you some of the key things that the Pro version adds in to the free version. As you can see, we already started off with things like quick view and swatches and wish lists, some already pretty impressive features. However, we've now got even more to play with. So if you want to do things like quick checkout, you can do that. You can provide partial payments, pre-orders, those kinds of things. You can have additional fields on your checkout. So you're already saving quite a few different plugins, but there are still more. You want multi-step checkout, you want vacations, sticky fly cards. There's lots of different options. Now, I can't show you every single thing inside this particular section, but I will show you some of the key things and the techniques in which you can start to employ them. Then you've got a good understanding of how these key features actually work. Now, on top of these modules, we've also got an awful lot of widgets. So if we switch over to the widgets section, you can see the Pro again brings even more options. Things like categories, currency switches, flash sale products, best-selling products, comparison buttons, and more. So if you scroll through, you can see there's an awful lot of different options, including different options inside the various different templates that we can build. So for example, in the single product template, you can see we can also add in product size charts. Under the archive section, we've got product filters. So if you want to filter things, you no longer need to use an extra plugin for that. You can do it directly inside ShopEngine. And we will take a look at that in this video. You'll also notice if we scroll down, we've also got a full complement of My Account features. So we can set up, configure, and design our My Account section and all the different key areas inside there using ShopEngine Pro as well as things like the order section for thank you address details, order confirmation, order details, and so much more. Okay, so let's start by building the template for our shop page. Then we can use that as the basis for various other different things I want to show you. So let's go into the Build a Template section, click on Add New. Inside there, we're just going to give this a name. We're going to call this shop. We'll set the type to be shop. We'll set this to be default so we know it's now the default template is going to be used for the shop throughout our site. And we can go ahead, we can choose to either start with a blank slate by using the first option, or we can use any of the pre-designed designs. Now, the Pro version brings with it some more designs over the free version, so you've got more options to start off with. What we're going to do though is we're going to grab one that's got the actual filters on the left-hand side. So we're going to choose this option, and we're just going to say we want to save the changes. That will now create that template for us, and as you can see, that's been set as active. So now we can go ahead and take a look at what this looks like, and then we can come back in and start to edit this with Elementor if we want to make changes to things. So let's take a look. So this is what we're starting off with. As you can see, we've got a header section, a search and filter. We can sort things. We can show a number of results. We've also got a filter down the left-hand side, as well as the product and a range of sort of quick pop-up options. Now, pretty much all of these options, we can customize the look and feel of. For example, if we open up the quick view, this is going to pull in the design that's the standard template for a product, single product, but we can customize that. And again, this is one of the areas that ShopEngine, the Pro and the free version, gives you a lot of control over how you want to set things up and how you want things to look and operate. So with that being said, let's close that back down. Let's go back into our templates and let's edit this with Elementor to see some of the tools that we have available. So as you can see, we've now got a standard looking Elementor page open. We can go ahead and we can customize any aspect of this. So if we don't want this header section, we can simply delete it and it's now gone. So we can customize all of this. If you want to change the look, the colors, the feel, everything. If you want to add extra features in, then you've got all the options down the left-hand side that allow you to do exactly that. There are lots of options, product filters, product lists, products per page, all those kinds of things. So you can customize any aspect of this, remove anything you want, reorder things. All those options are available to you. For this example though, let's leave the page as it is. We'll hit update. We've taken off the top header section. We've customized this a little bit. That's how easy it is to start customizing things. So let's go back and take a look at some of the other options we now have. Let's exit back to our dashboard. and we'll build a template section. So now what we can do is we can come in, add new, and we can go ahead and we can create any of the new templates we want. So for example, if we expand this out, we might want to customize things like the account dashboard. We select that option. Again, you've got some pre-designed designs. We can choose to start from scratch or pick up one of the pre-designed ones. We'll choose the pre-designed one. We'll hit to set this as default and we'll name this. Once we've done that, we can edit this with Elementor. And now we can go ahead and start to customize things. If you want to change the styling of any of these, you want to just create a different design, you can do all of that inside here. So you've got control over all of the aspects inside here. So if you want to change the color scheme to be in keeping with what you're doing with your design, well, you can do that really easily. So let's select this left-hand section. What we can do is we can change the active background. We'll set this to be our yellow color. And as you can see, immediately picks up the styling. If you want to add extra features inside here, your own custom text, all those kinds of things, if you're using Elementor Pro and you want to use dynamic data, you could do that as well. So all those options are available for you inside here, and you can customize all the different pages. So for example, let's update this. We've created now our custom account section, our dashboard for that. Let's hop back out of here. And again, we're going to create another new template. I'm going to name this one account addresses. We'll change the type. We'll scroll down and you can see we've got the option for my account details, address, all those kinds of things. So we'll choose my account. We'll set the option inside there. We'll grab one of the pre-designed designs, save our changes, and then we can just easily go in and edit that with Elementor. So again, edit with Elementor. And now you can come in and customize the look and feel of this aspect as well. So all these different template pages are available to you to customize the look and feel using the Elementor editor very quickly and very easily. So next up, we're going to take a look at some of the modules that ship with the Pro version of ShopEngine. Now, there are quite a few different options inside here, and they work in various different ways. So for this example, we're going to take a look at a couple of these, just so I can show you how you can get started with them. So first of all, let's just say that you want to offer a pre-order. You could be creating a product or testing the market, and you want to find out if there's enough interest before you go ahead and actually create it. So a pre-order is a great way of doing just that. So let's go ahead and take a look at how that works. I've already gone ahead and enabled this. And if we click on the cog icon, this now brings up all the settings for this specific module. So you can see we can enable or disable it. We can set the labels that we want to use for various different parts of this. We can provide a pre-order countdown if you want to create a sense of anticipation. You can also set the colors, border radius, and a few other things. So let's just say we're happy with that and we'll say save the changes. So that now has been set up, enabled, and ready to start using. So if we go ahead and open up some of our products, so let's go and take a look at any of our products. Now you could use this creating a new one, or you can retrospectively go back and set it up on a product. So let's open this first one up. As you can see, looks exactly the same as most other products. If we scroll down, to access the option for this pre-order, all we need to do is come into the inventory setting, because currently there is no inventory because it's a pre-order. So all we need to do is change the stock status, and we have a new entry inside there for pre-order. We can select that, and now you can go ahead and set up any of the parameters that you need. You can then set when this will be available. You can set the pre-order price, and you can also set the pre-order date. And there's a couple of other options like auto-convert to standard product after the available date. So in other words, instead of you having to go back in and set this to be a standard product after that pre-order period is finished, you can just check that box and it'll automatically do it for you. So it'll save you a lot of time having to mess about. So we'll set that option inside there, and we'll just click on update. So now if we take a look at the product itself, you can see we've got the available, the date it's available, the pre-order countdown, so we can get a bit of anticipation in there. And we can also then go ahead and allow the pre-order option directly inside here. So very easy to include pre-order options. So let's hop back over now into our product. Let's go and switch this off. So we're going to come into our inventory and we're going to set this to be in stock. We've also got the option for partial payments. So if we open that option up, you can see we can enable this, and then we can split things up based upon either a percentage or a fixed amount. So we can choose percentage or fixed. So for this example, let's go for fixed. I'm going to say the first payment is going to be like $19.99, for example. Just make sure that you do disable guest checkout inside WooCommerce settings to make this work properly. And then we're going to click on update. Let's go take a look at our product one more time. And you can see there we can go ahead and do a part payment, the first installment of $19.99, add to our basket. There you go. So we can now create very easily set up installment payments as part of your online store using ShopEngine Pro. So that's pre-ordering and splitting payments and so on. Now, another one of the things that I think is quite useful is if you have a product line that is an in-house designed product amongst everything else, consider things like Amazon Basics. You may want to sort of highlight the fact that this is one of your products. Very easy way to do that. We can use the badges option. So let's go ahead and enable this. We'll switch it on. And now we can choose the badge alignment, horizontal and vertical, and we can create a new badge and then assign it to any product or products we want inside our product catalog. So let's create a new badge. We're going to call this one Basics, for example, like Amazon Basics. We'll select a badge. For this, we're just going to use our own logo. So we'll just choose that image from there. Position, we're going to set to be top left. And then we can assign this to a product or all the products inside a category. For this example, let's just choose a specific product or products. So let's again go and search for that same one. We'll choose that from there, and you can see all of our other products are available. We're going to create just one badge and assign it to one product. We'll save those changes. Now if we hop back over and take a look at our store, if we scroll right down to the bottom where we've got our product, you can see that little badge now pops up in the top left-hand corner. So we could create any number of badges and assign those to any number of products or categories to give us a way of easily being able to identify various different things and customizing that and create as many badges as you want to do all manner of different things. So again, just one of those little features that could be incredibly useful. Now, when it comes to selling anything online, you want to take away as many barriers as possible, and having the ability to go straight to checkout is a really, really useful tool. And the quick checkout option allows us to do just that. So let's just enable that. We'll switch it on, and that's basically it. All we need to do is give it a label, and we just say, we'll save those changes. And we need to do one more thing. We need to go ahead and create our quick checkout template. To do that, we're going to jump over to our builder templates one more time. We're going to add new. We're going to call this quick checkout. We'll set the type to be quick checkout. We'll select that option from there. We'll set to be default. And we're just going to use one of the pre-built templates for this. But we can customize this, create from scratch, whatever you want to do. So let's select that. We can save our changes. And if we want to edit this with Elementor, we can do so. We may want to take away some of the fields that are not important. So let's go ahead, open this up with Elementor. We'll select our billing field information, and from there we can go ahead, open up the field visibility and say we don't want things like, we don't want the company name, we don't want the phone number, we don't want to worry about things like state, for example, and we only want one address field. So we've slimmed down the whole checkout form to improve our conversion rate. We'll update that. Like I say, you can create this and design this however you want to. So now that we've created that, we can exit back to our dashboard. And now if we go ahead and open up any of our products, so let's go and view our shop. We'll go and grab a product. Doesn't matter which one for now. We'll select this first one. And you can see we now have a quick checkout button. If we click on that, we'll now get a pop-up that uses the template that we've just created to create a very quick and easy way of checking out without necessarily having all the extra bump you don't necessarily need to get that quick checkout process. And as you can see, very, very easy to do. So now we've got a simple checkout page, styled, set up the way that we want to, all designed inside Elementor, taking fields the way we don't need. It just streamlines the whole process. So again, just another one of those little time-saving features that we have. Now, there's one more thing I want to show you in this video before we wrap this up for this part of the ShopEngine Pro videos. I want to show you how you can go about configuring and setting up the various different filters you have on any of your archive pages. Now, if you remember back to the beginning, we created the shop page, just use the basic template. So let's go and open that up. We'll edit it with Elementor. So once you've gone ahead and open up the shop page into Elementor, you can see on the left-hand side, we've got our filters. Let's click to open that up, and you can see now on the left-hand side, we've got options to configure exactly what filters are going to be used inside this filtering section. So for example, you can see we can enable things like the color filter. So if we enable that and we've got any products that are using colors, or we've got any attributes set up to use colors, they'll be displayed inside here. So we choose that option. Product colors is fine. We say show color dot, and as you can see, that shows the little color chip with the side of it. That's perfectly fine. So we can leave that as it is. If you want to do things like anything to do with stock filter, so if you want to allow people to see exactly what's in stock and filter based upon that, you can do that inside here as well. And things like on sale. So if you want to get the ability to see what sale items are there, you can do that. You can also jump into the layout section and you can control how the filters are actually laid out. By default, they're set to be this card, but if you've got too many options inside here and things are just getting like too long, you could set this over and go into collapse mode, which will then collapse those up and allow you to just click to open them up. We'll set that back to be the card option though. You can also go ahead and set custom attributes inside here as well. So you can create your own custom attributes, click to add one in, give it a title, set the attribute values and so on, and they will be added inside the filter section on the left-hand side as well. Once we've done that, we can click on update. We can hop over and take a look at our store. There we go. There's our updated filters on the left-hand side. If you want to check out any products that fall into any of these categories, we can do that. So we might want to look at blue products, for example, and you can see we've got one there. Click to open that up. And inside there, you can see there's the different color options we've got. So we can see we might want the green one, for example. And then you can go ahead and you can say you want to buy it now. Click on there. Opens up our custom pop-up for a quick checkout. All this done relatively quickly with the full control of Elementor and ShopEngine Pro. So that's what I wanted to cover in this video. In the next video, the second part of this, we'll take a look at some of the other features available. But for now, I think this should give you a good indication of what ShopEngine Pro actually brings to the table. As always, all the applicable links are in the description. My name is Paul C. This is WPTuts. And until next time, take care.